From Los Angeles, TraderInsight.com presents Dr. Adrian Manz in the war room and at the helm with today's look at stocks and sectors on the radar.
For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz, and this is Stocks and Sectors on the Radar for Tuesday, February 17th, 2009. On Friday, Dow Jones Industrials down 82.35 to close at 78.50.41. We had 1,167 stocks advance, 1,858 decline, and NYSE total volume of just about 1.24 billion shares. That's a little bit on the anemic side. S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, NASDAQ Composite all put in similar performance on the session. Certainly nothing happened in any of the indices to imply that we're going to have anything but a lower open on Tuesday. Look for stocks to open down. I would say if we were going to open based on the electronic futures, if we were going to open right now, my guess would be the Dow Jones Industrials be down about 100 points, and the S&P futures looks like down about 15 points. So where's that leave us? Well, the Dow Jones Industrials are in a backdoor slider setup. We had this same kind of a setup earlier in the week last week. I said look for that move to the downside, look for that pop, look for that opportunity to trade the Diamonds Trust against the Dow Jones Industrials. Looks to be the case again going into into Tuesday's trading. And if the futures don't firm up here, we might get another one of those situations where the opening bell just pops us right down into that range, gets us down to support, and then we possibly get a retracement and another test later in the day. Now the volatility index is still on the high side, 42.93. That's up 168 over the previous close. So it looks like we're going to get more of the same kind of volatility throughout the session. I'm going to look at the insurance index on Tuesday. Got some interesting setups there. Got some stuff on the long side, some stuff on the short side. Kind of keeps me covered no matter what the markets do. I've got other things on my intraday trading plan, but these are going to be the things on the radar for Tuesday's trading. First off, let's look at Chubb, ticker symbol CB. This is a minor setup. This is sort of a low level, kind of a switch hitter type of a thing. Not a really solid setup, except that it does look like the stock has downside on weakness in the sector. Look at IUX.X for sector information on this one. On CB, trade below 41.39 is going to have me interested in a short side entry, provided I get intraday support and resistance and cooperation from the index. Another one on the radar is Allstate, ticker symbol ALL. It's another one that looks like it's got some downside in it. 21.05 is going to be my trigger price. If I see that trade on the index pulling everything down, I'm definitely going to take a look at Allstate on the short side. And then on the long side, I've got Everest Re. This is also a backdoor slider setup. Backdoor slider on the long side. Again, take a look at Around the Horn if you don't remember what these setups are that I'm referring to, but should be perfectly clear by now. Ticker symbol RE on this one. Trade above 72.62, 72.65, somewhere in there. Provided I see 25 tick support and resistance in the morning, is going to have me looking at a long side on this one. Renaissance Holdings, same kind of a thing. Ticker symbol RNR. I'm going to look at 47.10, 47.15, somewhere around there. And I am going to have a pretty tight target on this one, up around $47.80 on the longer term trade, probably intraday, looking for something even a little tighter than that. But in any case, if we get a big explosive move to the upside, 47.80, 47.83, somewhere in there. If it just winds up being sort of a lackluster day or a down day for the insurance index, of course, something much tighter if this thing manages to go contra. Then I've got Odyssey Re, ticker symbol ORH on this one. This is an interesting setup. This is a 52-week high on this that's being retested. So my first move that I'm going to watch for here is a downdraft. If I see a move down below that Friday low, down around 53.45, I'm going to look for a retracement of about 50% into Thursday's range. So that's a short side entry. Then if I see a nice consolidation, sort of a low level or a high level rather pullback on this thing, get a nice maybe 38.2% of that long leg up, then I'm going to have a long side bias on ORH over the next few sessions. So that one's going to be on the burner all week. The rest of them: Chubb, ticker symbol CB, Allstate ALL, Everest Re, ticker symbol RE, Renaissance Holdings, ticker symbol RNR. Those are all going to be intraday setups just for Tuesday's trading. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. Use protective stops on every trade and have a great trading day on Tuesday.